Georgia courtroom was crowded as Ellie Mae took the stand. She was accusing Reverend Joe Henry of being a no-good preaching man. She said, the Reverend partook of my lovely body. The Reverend said, she lies. The jury said, now listen, I'll do the talking, and the courts will justify. The prosecuting attorney started pacing the floor, sweating and making threats. The judge's wife sitting back there in the back row said, hey, Judge, I'll object. Cause Reverend Joe Henry is a good man. He preached all over the bottom land. He spoke so a child could understand. And there ought to be a whole lot more good folks like Reverend Joe Henry preaching in the bottom land. The judge says, shut up, Sally. Will the defense state its case? The defense walked to the jury box with a stern look on his face. One by one he pointed to the jurors and said, the Reverend picked cotton by your side, blessed your child when it was born, and he cried when your mama died. Then he turned his back on the jurors and his face was getting awfully red. He pounded his fist so hard he shook the room, and he whirled around and he said, look at here, Reverend Joe Henry is a good man. He preached all over the bottom land. Spoke so a child could understand. And there ought to be a whole lot more good folks like Reverend Joe Henry preaching in the bottom land. Somebody cussed and said, hanging me guilty. The judge said, now listen here. If there's one more outbreak of emotion like that, I'll have this courtroom cleared. Yes, I will. Then the foreman addressed the court and said, I've known the Reverend all his life. He got shot up so bad back there in the war that he couldn't even take him a wife. You know what I'm talking about. Now, I swore I'd never tell a soul, but the Reverend's life is on the line, and there ain't no way on God's green earth that the Reverend could commit this crime. Cause Reverend Joe Henry is a good man. He preached all over the bottom land. He spoke so a child could understand. And there ought to be a whole lot more good folks like Reverend Joe Henry preaching in the bottom land.